Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Today I'm here to do a whip and chat with you all. I am working on the project that we kitted up last Monday, which is, whoop, that's not it, got it. Fairy Bunny from Diamond Art Club. The artist is Rita Konya. This is a round drill, 32.8 by 40.6 centimeter. This is an Amazon exclusive kit. And I don't know, it was just the perfect little Eastery themed, spring themed kit to end my month with. So in today's video, it's been a while since we've done some tags. So I found a spring tag and an Easter tag since we are in Easter week now. So I thought we could answer some tag questions and do a little bit of diamond painting together. So this kit is I'm gonna move this over a little bit just so it's a bit easier for me to work on. This kit is pre-perforated papers, so I'm just going to use a box cutter. Over, and I have my cute little cover minder. So for my accessories, I am using my bunny pen. This is from last Easter. This is a pen by Miss Creations by Danny. These are polymer clay, very affordable and very comfortable to hold. My tray is from JH Envision Lab. The purples just match almost perfectly. This cute little cover minder is from Nika's Designs. I'm actually not sure if they're still open. It's been a while since I've taken a look at their website, but if I can find that they are still open, I will leave a link in the description box. My washi tape is from Amanda Michelle Designs, cute little bunnies, and my putty is from Putty Ella Mud called Hop to It. These are pretty much my standard Easter accessories. It's the same ones that I used on my Easter kit last year. But they're cute and I like them. So let's get a drill and let's start diamond painting. I think you guys are close enough. Normally I do kitting up videos and I give you guys more room to see what's happening, but I think this is pretty good for a whip and chat. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the spring tag. Now I just searched spring YouTube tags and it pulled up a YouTube video. So I will leave, where's my stopper? I will leave these questions in the description box in case anybody else wants to answer them. I did not come up with the questions, but I will leave them down below. Is there a piece of hair on my kit? I feel like there's a piece of hair. Let's see. Well, maybe not. It looks like there is. I would not be surprised because my hair is quite literally everywhere. And I'm being too lazy to get a pair of tweezers, which really they aren't that far away from me. So let's just do this properly. Got it. Yes, definitely a piece of hair. Okay, let's do this. So this is called the Skip into Spring tag. I found it on a channel called K Collins. I just Googled spring tag questions and this video popped up. So if you would like to check out their channel, that is the channel name, and I will leave the questions in the description. I've never watched this person. I didn't even watch the video. I just looked to see if the questions were in the description, but I will give this a watch once we are done. Once we are done here today. So let's get into it. Question number 1 is, what is your dream spring break vacay? I have never been somebody who went away on spring break. Like, I don't even remember us going away when I was a kid, because when my parents were together, we used to do 2 weeks in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. So, you know, that was pretty much them using up their vacation time, was 2 weeks at a time, which we loved. I mean, that was amazing. You actually felt like you had a vacation. But my dream spring break, I don't want to go somewhere where there's a lot of people. I'm not like a Disney spring break person. I know a lot of people who are, but that is not me. I don't know. I feel like I would want to go somewhere remote. I'd love to go to like Montana or something. I don't know why, but that just popped into my brain. I don't really know. I'm definitely, like, I love going to the beach, but I don't know that I'd want to go there in the spring. But then again, maybe it wouldn't be super busy. Do any of you guys go to the beach in the spring, and where do you go? Like, do you go out of the country, like out of the United States? The Maldives is like at the top of my list. I will never get there because I don't fly. So I will never end up going there, but I would love to stay in one of those little huts. But I'm also pretty sure that the Maldives is not necessarily American travel friendly. I don't know. I've heard that. I don't know that for sure. I've never really looked into it because I know that I'll never go there. But as far as like in the United States, I would love to go like out west. I've never been to like the Midwest or the West Coast. I'm strictly an East Coast traveler. So I don't know, maybe going west. I'd love to go to Texas. You know what? I feel like Texas in the spring is probably somewhat bearable. So maybe I'd want to go to Texas because I really want to go to the Magnolia Farm Bakery or whatever it's called. When Steven and I first started dating, we used to watch Chip and Jo. What was their show called? Fixer Upper. We used to watch that a lot together. So I would like to eventually someday make my way out there to see that. So I guess maybe in the spring I could handle Texas. I know I'm not a summer Texas girl, so. But let me know where you would like to go for a spring break vacation. The next question is, what store has the best spring clothing? Now, I would consider myself to be somewhat fashionable, at least in my age bracket. I'm not somebody who like spends a lot of money on clothes. As I've gotten older, I just know that clothes from Walmart and Target are just as good as clothes from, you know, Nordstrom. I used to be very into name brand clothes and makeup, but that's when I was living at home. As soon as I goes out on my own, I was like, oh yeah, Walmart clothes aren't so bad. I'm gonna say I'm definitely like a Marshalls and TJ Maxx girl. So I'm gonna say Marshalls and TJ Maxx. But also, don't sleep on Walmart, guys. Walmart has some really cute clothes. So nobody really cares at the end of the day where you buy your clothes from. So buy what you like and what's comfortable. But I'm going to say Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Where's your go-to? I also do like Old Navy, but sometimes I feel like Old Navy can be a little mature. I'm 33, so I'm definitely not, you know, like shopping in the junior section, but I also don't want to look like a granny. No offense to anybody. So I do like Old Navy, especially because they have petites, and I'm 4'11", so I definitely need my petite pants. But I tend to do Old Navy for like workwear, like business casual wear. And then like Marshalls and TJ Maxx for more of like my everyday attire, like outside of work attire. Question number 3 is fave spring drink. Now, I'm not somebody, I don't drink coffee of any kind, warm coffee, iced coffee. I don't drink hot tea, but I am guilty of enjoying like a Starbucks refresher. I really like the strawberry acai. one. So good. So probably a strawberry refresher. I learned how to make them at home, and I bought like the syrup and everything, and not gonna lie, they're pretty good. So I definitely feel like once springtime hits, I'm ready for those like flavored drinks. Non-alcoholic drinks. I don't drink, so yeah. Next up we have, what is spring like where you live? Allergy hell. I live in New York State, upstate-ish, and my allergies are already kicking in. Now, something very interesting is the last week of winter here was like 60 degrees. And then first day of spring hits and we have had freezing cold weather. It's been very cold. And then today, I'm filming this on Saturday, we are having an all day like snow, ice, freezing rain storm. It's so weird. And it's officially spring, and now we're having the winter weather. We had such a mild winter this year that to have all of this now is so annoying. We didn't even have a single snow day. I think we had one delay. Yeah, I think we had one delay, and then that's it. Not a single snow day, which is nice because that means that now we get the Friday before Memorial Day off, so it'll be a 4-day weekend. But I love my snow days, and I was very disappointed to not have one this year. So hopefully we get some spring weather soon. I think we're due for some towards the end of this week, which will be nice. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer for Easter. The next one is, what is your go-to spring lipstick or lip product? I don't wear lipstick. Also, I feel like it's not really relevant to my channel, but I will say that my all-time favorite lip product, let me grab it for you, because I have two very near to me. My all-time favorite lip product is the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm. I am somebody who will get chapped lips all year. Like, my lips are just really sensitive and nothing works for me. So I decided to, somebody had recommended, or I had seen it online or something, so I decided to give it a try. Now, there are very few things that I'm like, that I need to buy name brand of. Lip balm, yes, and this lip balm. So if you are somebody who struggles with your lips getting chapped and all that stuff, definitely give this lip balm a try. It's the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm. I buy mine directly from the Jack Black website, not to be confused with the actor Jack Black. But you can get it from like Ulta and stuff as well. Next up is, what song or soundtrack best describes spring? Now, I might be in the minority here, but I am, okay, I don't want to say I'm a country girl. Like, I do like country music. My favorite singer is a country music singer. His name is Kip Moore, and his songs are just like year round for me. But I definitely get like strong spring and summer vibes from his music. So I listen to him a lot in the spring and summer, but also all year. I'm not going to give you like a song, but I'll give you some like music recommendations. I also really like Riley Green, who's another country singer. But I will say that my guilty pleasure, and I feel like it comes out the most in like spring and summer, is like 90s and 2000s pop music. Like throwback playlists in the spring and summer are just where it's at. So I have like an NSYNC playlist on my Amazon Music. I'll listen to like the throwback channels with Britney Spears and all of that, because that was like, I don't know, I just remember once the nice weather hit and you were like outside riding your bike with your friends and you had your Walkman, and so it just kind of brings me back. So probably throwback music. I listen to select country music singers. I don't love like mainstream country. just because it's not really country, but I do like to listen to some country singers. But I would say to like answer the question the best would be like a throwback 90s, early 2000 pop playlist. The next question is floral print or pastels. And it's so funny because I bought myself a new AirPod case. I have my work bag in here so I can actually show it to you guys. I was trying to decide what I wanted to get, and I am 100% guilty of, once it's like time to refresh for a season, I like to update like weird things. So I like to get a new AirPod case, I like to get a new wallet, or like a new iPad case. Like, I don't know, I just like the refresh. Just kind of feels good to update things. So I was looking for an AirPod case, and florals are definitely I went for this floral one because I just thought it was cute. I like how it's like locking and you can pop it open. But I do like pastels, but I definitely lean towards florals. I don't like to wear florals, but I like to have things with florals, if that makes sense. It just gives me like big spring vibes, I guess. So while I like pastels, if I have the option, I'm probably going to go for a floral print, as long as it's something I'm not wearing. And I don't really wear pastels either. I'm kind of like a darker color fan. I wear a lot of gray because it's a good neutral, right? What is your favorite flower? So my favorite flower, I would say, is a sunflower. I know that's kind of boring, but I do love sunflowers. But I also really love peonies. I love peonies. They're so beautiful. I actually was thinking like, I need to get some flowers for the table, but it's really hard when you have a cat to keep fresh flowers around. So generally I will get flowers and I'll put them like in our bedroom where we keep the door closed when we're not around. But I love peonies. I also love poppies. You guys know I love poppies. And I really like hyacinths, which is not really something that you cut and like put in a vase, but I would love to plant some hyacinths. I just don't know that they grow in our like code area, whatever it's called. And then I also love hydrangeas. So really, did I give you an answer? No, not really. I think it would probably go, I love hydrangeas. I would say for like a cut flower, a sunflower. I love seeing like vases of sunflowers, but for like flowers out in the wild, I think it would probably go hydrangea, peony, and then sunflower. I think those are my top three. Are you a spring cleaner? Yes. So I have definitely been bitten by the clean and organize bug lately. There's just something about, now I hate the time change, okay? I live on the East Coast. We did the spring ahead thing where we lost an hour of sleep and blah, 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 blah. So I don't love the time change, but I do like that we get more light during the day. And when I get home from work, I'm like, okay, I still have like X amount of daylight left. What can I do? Whereas in the winter, I come home and I'm like, ugh, it's already getting dark and I just want to get in my jammies and diamond paint. But I have been bitten by the organize bug. So you guys know, if you watch me, I have a lot of cups. I am one of those annoying girls. Now, I will say that I had Stanley before Stanley was cool. Like, I've had a Stanley cup for a very long time. And I do unofficially collect cups, whether they're Stanley's or other brands. And we just had them like sitting around on the counter and it was getting really annoying. Like, you would try to do something and you would knock one over. And so I found these really cool baskets for under our island. and now I can put everything away. Like, I was really proud of that organizing thing. It turned out very well. And Stephen was like, oh, it's so nice to have them put away, but they're within reach, like easily accessible, but definitely makes the counter look a bit nicer. So yeah, I've been doing some small organization projects around the house and a little bit of decorating, not like holiday decorating. I did not decorate for Easter this year, but more so like refreshing some things, making the house look a bit nicer, and that has been fun. So definitely I would say I am a spring cleaner for sure. Next up is the final question for this tag is favorite spring activity. I don't know. What is my favorite spring activity? Reading outside. I think that would be my favorite activity. Once it starts getting a bit nicer, I do like to sit out like on the back porch. Oh gosh, my Siri just, no, I don't want you to answer my questions. Thank you for asking. We do need to update our outdoor seating on our deck. I would like to get like a really comfortable reading chair, like one of those egg chairs maybe. I would love to get one of those so that I can sit out and read, because I'm not a big summer girl. Like, I don't like to be hot and sweaty, so I really love fall because it's like nice out but it's cool, and I like spring for the same reasons. So do like to spend some time outside in the spring. So I would like to get a nice comfortable type chair on our back porch. We do have like a little table and chair set so I can sit outside, but yeah, I don't really have any other spring activities that I like to do. We live in a pretty small neighborhood, and I don't want to say our yard is small, but it's not like the houses are pretty close together, which definitely isn't our favorite thing, but it's like when you're outside and somebody else is outside, you just have to acknowledge it because you are in a small area together. So I don't spend a ton of time outside because I don't like talking to people. But yeah, I guess that's my outdoor or spring activity or whatever. All right, let's move to the Easter tag. Let me see if I have any of these. I do. 4, 3. Let's put the ABs down while I have this one out. All right, let's switch to the other tag, which I think is, okay, so this is the Easter tag, and this is from the blog Mama Cat's Losing It. I have done a lot of tags from this particular website before, so I will link this one in the description as well. Let me just take a sip of water. Speaking of new cups, I'm trying the Owala. I really like it. If you need a spill-proof, like pop top type of water bottle, I'm a big fan. I like this one quite a bit. Okay. The one thing I will say about the Owala is they have very weird color combinations, so hopefully you can find one that you like if you're interested. All right, let's do the Easter tag. So question number 1 is, do you celebrate Easter? Now, yes, but I guess it kind of depends on what you consider celebrating. I am not religious. I didn't grow up in a religious household. When I was really small, we were the family that would like go to church on holidays, but as we got older, we just didn't. So do I celebrate Easter? Like, I do Easter, but do I celebrate the religiousness of it? No, I don't. Question number 2 is, what was your favorite thing about Easter growing up? So I grew up in a really big family. Both of my parents had a lot of siblings, which means we had a lot of cousins. So I have a vivid memory of doing an Easter egg hunt. I'll see if I can find the picture. I don't know that I'll be able to, so if you don't see it popped up, then that means I wasn't able to find the picture. But I have a very vivid memory of an egg hunt with all of the cousins on my dad's side. Almost all the cousins. Some of them weren't born yet. I think I was the youngest at the time, and I remember doing like a big family egg hunt with all the kids, and that was a lot of fun. I wish that we were all still close. We're really not. I'm not close to any of them, to be honest. My mother's family, like, I don't have a relationship with my mother, and I don't have a relationship with her family, but that was before the fallout with my mother. So I don't see any of them. And then my dad's side of the family, we all just kind of spread out. Like, we're just not all in the same area. So unfortunately, I don't have a relationship with really any of my cousins beyond, like, occasionally when I was on Facebook, we would like have a cousin group chat, or was it a cousin group chat or just a family group chat? I can't remember. But like, I saw some of them at the memorial for my grandfather, and I'm sure I'll see some of them in a couple of weeks when we have the burial, but I really don't have a relationship with them anymore, which makes like the egg hunts and stuff that I remember with them that much more special. So I loved being with my cousins. I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say. So the question was, what was your favorite thing about Easter growing up? And I loved when we would do like the really big family egg hunts, because like all the adults would be trying not to tell kids, but then they'd be like, oh, there's one over there. So yeah, I did like the family aspect of Easter. What are your plans for Easter this year? So this year we are actually going, I think this is the plan. I heard this was the plan, but I haven't followed up. So as of today's filming, this is the plan. But we are going to Steven's aunt's house for Easter, which is exciting because in the almost 7 years that Steven and I have been together, which it'll be 7 years in May, which is crazy. Steven's mom has hosted all the holidays, so I've never been to his aunt and uncle's house. I've seen pictures of it and stuff, but they've never hosted anything since I've been around. So that should be exciting. And the two of them live kind of near my sister. So I need to text my sister actually, but I have Easter baskets for my nieces. So I'm hoping that we can just swing by there after dinner, drop them their Easter baskets, and then that'll be it. Unfortunately, we don't have any small kids around anymore. So there's like no egg hunts or anything. I used to put on a huge egg hunt for my nieces when they were small, like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of eggs. It would take me like a couple of weeks to prep for the egg hunt. But unfortunately, we don't do that anymore. But I do, when we can, I do still like to see them. So hopefully, I don't know what my sister's plans are for Easter. So hopefully they'll be around so I can drop their baskets since we'll be over that way anyway. Next question is, do you color eggs? I do love to color Easter eggs. I don't know that I'm going to get to it this year. Usually we have my nieces over around Easter and they've done eggs here. I think last year Steven and I did eggs by ourselves, which was funny. It was like the first time we had ever done eggs since we've been together. But I do like to color eggs. I love hard-boiled eggs. I love making egg salads, so it's fun to color them and then they get used anyway. Ugh, my arms are too short. All right, let's see. What's our next color here? Yes?
It's snowing outside.
Is it snowing? Oh my gosh, it is snowing. Say hi. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Wow. Big snowflakes.
Actually quite pretty out.
Yeah. But it's spring.
Oh, there's Luna. Luna wants to say hi.
Bye, Loons.
All right, come on, Bean.
Good
girl.
Bye, Beanie. Bye. Thanks for the update.
You're welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Jeez. Get out of here.
Hang on. That's pressure stuff.
Oi. Okay. Next question is, do you have Easter traditions? Not really anymore. I mean, like when I was younger, we had traditions, and when my nieces were younger, I would say that we had traditions, but at this point in my life, no. Like, Steven and I don't do baskets or anything. It's kind of just another day in our house. But I'd love to know what your guys' Easter traditions are if you have them. Favorite Easter treat? Ooh. My favorite, oh gosh, favorite Easter treat. There's so many. I'm such a candy person, which has not done me any favors throughout my life. But I love Kit Kats. I think Kit Kats are probably my favorite candy bar. But then I also love Dove chocolate, and they do like those Dove Easter egg things. That's a really tough one. But then also like the Reese eggs. I think I'm gonna go for the Dove like solid egg single wrapped things. I think those are probably my favorite Easter treat. And then it's least favorite Easter treat, which is anything Peeps. Peeps are so gross. Steven is a Peeps fan, and I just don't understand. So definitely Peeps. Yucky. Ugh. Let me know in the comments if you guys like Peeps, because I still like you if you do. I'm just going to question your your choice in candy. It's the same as like candy corn. Ugh. Do you hunt/hide eggs? I kind of touched on that before. Not anymore, but I look forward to the day that I can hide them again, or help the Easter Bunny hide them. Because I love egg hunts. It's always fun when like the kids get done and they count all the eggs, and I'm like, oh, we're still missing 2. Or something like that. So I do look forward to the day I get to hide eggs again, but currently, no, we do not do any egg hunts. Do you get pictures with the Easter Bunny? No. No, I do not. And then the final question for this one is, what do you typically put in Easter baskets? Steven and I don't do Easter baskets. I feel like I did one for him a couple of years when we first started dating, but I asked him this year, like, hey, do you want to do baskets? And he was like, no. So, didn't have to worry about that. But I did put baskets together for my nieces, which sometimes they watch my videos, so I'm not going to necessarily say everything that I'm putting in there, but obviously I do a couple of things of candy. I don't do an all candy basket. I like to do activity or something that they're really into. I did find a deal on Squishmallows at Target, so I got them each a new Squishmallow. They do collect them. They had some really cute Easter ones. And then I got them, like I said, a little bit of candy. I like to do an activity. I got them each a new like lip gloss or lip balm or whatever it is. So it's not a big basket, just a few little goodies for them. But when they were small, like I used to do, I think we gave them like an outfit one year. My parents were always really big on like, it was kind of a way to do like a spring summer reset type of thing. So one year we got like tennis rackets with our basket. One year we got rollerblades. So I like to do like an activity of some type. So there is an activity in theirs, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it in case they're watching. But maybe after Easter I can put in a picture or something. so you guys can see what their baskets were. But just small baskets. They're older now. Natalie is 14. Ugh. And Elizabeth is 11, but she will be 12. When she was here for her sleepover, when the both of them were here, but she was like, I'm basically 12. And I was like, no, you're not. You're not 12 until June. And she's like, right, but I'm basically 12. So no, if you're watching, Elizabeth, you are still 11 on the day of filming. Do not age yourself before you need to. So that was the last question for the Easter tag. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I do want to give you guys a bit of a sad update from our household, which I'm not going to talk about too much because I'll cry. But we, unfortunately, if you watched my video on last Monday, and all of my videos last week, because I had pre-filmed everything, we had adopted 2 new cats into our household that we loved. Unfortunately, we did have to return them to the shelter because, sorry, I'm gonna cry, because before we were ready to expose the cats to each other, Stephen and I had gotten home from work and we were going into the spare room to see them and check on their food and hang out with them for a little bit, and they actually like ambushed us and got out of the spare bedroom and they attacked Luna. Now, Luna is our, you know, we lost Neville a couple of years ago, so Luna is our first kitty right now. Like she was our main priority. And while we do have experience with integrating new pets into the family, and we were not introducing them yet, we had them a little bit, like the other 2 cats had been in the tent, so they had kind of seen each other, but they had free reign of this spare bedroom. And we don't know if while we were at work on Monday, if they had been like antagonizing each other under the door, because as soon as we opened the door, they like flew out and they basically like they packed up and they cornered Luna and they attacked her, and it was terrifying. So obviously it was too soon for them to meet each other, but Luna was absolutely terrified, and we did not feel like they would be able to come back from what had happened. They like trapped her under the bed, and it was very frightening. We had to break them all up, and Stephen got scratched up pretty good. So we did decide to take the 2 cats back to the Humane Society where we had gotten them from. We just felt like it was the best thing for all of them, because we did not, like I said, we didn't think that Luna, mostly Luna, that she would be able to come back from the terror and trust them again. So could we have kept them and tried again in the future? Yes, but them being trapped in this spare room day and night just wasn't fair to them. We were prepared to have them in here for like a week, 2 weeks-ish before we started integrating them into the house, but they kind of took matters into their own hands, and we just did not feel like it was safe for any of them, but especially it wasn't safe for Luna. So we did contact the Humane Society. We explained it to them, and obviously they were like, well, you could wait, you could try again. And we were like, we just don't feel like that is the right move. So, and we explained to them, like, those 2 cats were very sweet, and I think if we were a household that didn't already have a pet, they would have been perfect. But Luna was our first priority. So Luna is an only cat again, which is really sad. Like, no shade to anybody else, but I never thought that I would be somebody who would be returning a pet. But it just was what seemed like it was right for us. So I hope that you guys understand and that you don't judge us too harshly. I understand if you are upset by that, because we're upset by it. So, but we were assured that they would be in good hands again at the shelter and that they would find them the right home. So I'm gonna end the video on that. Sorry to end it on a bit of a sad note, but I didn't want to kick it off on that note. So yeah, if you guys are wondering why I didn't talk about the new cats or why they're not around, that is why. Unfortunately, they are no longer a part of our family. We are pet lovers, we are cat lovers, and it was a really hard decision for us, but Luna wasn't happy. And if you could have seen the situation that we had, if you could have heard how terrified Luna was, I think that you guys would hopefully understand where we were coming from. So with all of that, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you to everybody who left comments with tips and tricks on, you know, how to integrate the new cats into the household. Unfortunately, we didn't get that far, and yeah, it just didn't work out for us. So either Luna needs to be an only cat girl, she needs to have a cat that is much smaller than her, so we could start from a kitten. We've also talked about somewhere down the line getting a dog, trying a dog instead, but for now and for probably the rest of her life, she will probably be an only cat. I think we had something special with our Neville, who passed away in 2022, because they were buds, but I think she's either a Neville girl or a lone girl. So on that note, like I said, I will go ahead and end today's video. Thank you again for all of your comments on last week's videos. We were definitely making note, but like I said, unfortunately we didn't get to try any of those things. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, minus the last like 5 or so minutes. And I hope that everybody has a great week. I will be back with you guys on Wednesday to film or to share my kits for April, May, and June. I'm actually going to film that video next. So I hope I'll see you guys then. And I hope everybody has a great start to the week. Bye.